Crown is shifting, and the man next in line may have no choice but to step up immediately. For months, whispers have circled behind the gilded walls of Buckingham Palace. Rumors, speculation, subtle hints in William's increasingly busy schedule, all of it pointed toward a moment the world didn't fully anticipate. And now the truth has been confirmed. Palace insiders reveal that Prince William is facing a reality far more urgent than anyone expected. His father, King Charles III, has experienced health complications that have begun to change the very rhythm of the monarchy. What was once speculation is now undeniable. William's days are no longer just filled with public appearances or ceremonial duty. Every handshake, every speech, every private meeting carries the weight of the future of a centuries-old institution. The palace statement was short, precise, and careful. Within 24 hours, the world had absorbed the news. Prince William is stepping further into responsibilities that were never meant to be his just yet. But behind that calm, controlled message lies a story of pressure, preparation, and a man caught between tradition and necessity. This is absolutely shocking, and the timing couldn't be more critical. The monarchy, an institution built on centuries of continuity and ceremonial poise, is now revealing cracks that few outside the palace walls could imagine. And at the heart of it all is William, poised for duty, yet wrestling with private fears, family obligations, and the gaze of the entire world. What do you think about this? Is William truly ready for this shift, or has he been thrust into a role too soon? Pause right here. Consider that as we dive deeper into the palace's confirmation, the king's health, and the quiet power shift that is unfolding behind closed doors. Behind the palace gates, a quiet storm has been brewing for months. King Charles III, the reigning monarch, has been managing health complications that have gradually reshaped the rhythm of royal life. While the palace has maintained a facade of calm, insiders reveal that William's schedule is now dramatically different. Public appearances, state briefings, and confidential meetings have all increased, and not by choice. The crown is signaling a subtle but unmistakable shift in responsibility. Palace officials delivered a carefully worded confirmation to the public, stating that William's responsibilities are growing in light of the king's ongoing health considerations. The statement was concise, factual, and measured, but the subtext was clear. The heir is no longer simply preparing for the future. He is already stepping in. Can you believe this? A man who once balanced ceremonial duties and personal life now carries the weight of centuries-old tradition, almost in real time. The timing is key. Recent months have seen Charles scale back his daily engagements, relying on William to cover crucial state functions and maintain international relationships. Royal watchers noticed the subtle changes first: tighter schedules, increased security, more intensive private briefing. Some observers have even started referring to William as the shadow monarch. While speculative until now, the palace confirmation makes it clear this isn't a temporary adjustment. This is a prelude to something far more permanent. And yet, the palace's careful message was designed to avoid panic. Transparency was controlled. The announcement reassured the public while giving William the space to navigate a delicate balance, stepping up without overtly overtaking his father's reign. But the pressure is unmistakable. Every engagement he attends, every decision he makes, is now scrutinized not just as the heir, but as a man acting in the role of the future king. This is absolutely shocking. For decades, the monarchy relied on a rhythm of predictability, smooth transitions, ceremonial order, and controlled messaging. Now the rules are changing. William is no longer merely observing. He is executing, adjusting, and preparing for an institution-wide shift that could define the monarchy for decades to come. What do you think about this? Is the palace striking the right balance? Or is William being forced to grow up too fast under the watchful eyes of the world? Behind the polished appearances and ceremonial handshakes, Prince William is navigating a storm far more personal than most realize. The public sees a composed heir, but palace insiders describe long nights at Adelaide Cottage, quiet reflection, and a man carrying the weight of a monarchy on his shoulders. Can you believe this? The very title he was born into now comes with responsibilities that could shape not just his life, but the future of the crown. The emotional toll is immense. William is balancing three roles simultaneously: the heir, the son, and the father. His children, George, Charlotte, and Louis, remain his priority, yet shielding them from the glare of public scrutiny is nearly impossible. He knows the pressures of royal life intimately. He lived through tragedy as a teenager, and now faces the possibility of his own family navigating a turbulent transition. This is absolutely shocking when you think about it. A private struggle unfolding in the shadow of public expectation. Even William's closest aides have noticed changes. Since the palace confirmation, he has retreated from certain engagements, reduced public appearances, and taken time to process what is happening. Behind closed doors, conversations with Queen Camilla, and even brief communications with Prince Harry have been described as tense yet necessary, as the brothers find rare moments of connection amid long-standing friction. The personal and professional collide, creating an emotional strain that is both visible and subtle, shaping every decision he makes. The future isn't theoretical anymore. Every meeting, briefing, and decision is a rehearsal for the real moment when the monarchy may require him to act decisively. The pressure is unrelenting, and while William demonstrates poise, insiders emphasize that the weight of history and expectation is unmistakable. Royal historian Robert Jobson explains that William never wanted to ascend through crisis. He hoped for a measured transition, but circumstances, it seems, have other plans. Pause right here. Do you think William will be able to maintain balance between his private life and his role as heir? Comment below. The palace, the public, and history itself are all watching, and for William, there's no turning back. The moment Buckingham Palace confirmed William's growing responsibilities, the world reacted instantly. Headlines exploded across major UK and global outlets: BBC, Sky News, CNN, The New York Times, each framing the story with urgency and intrigue. Social media followed immediately, with hashtags like Prince William, Future King, and Royal Shift trending in multiple countries. TikTok clips reflecting on William's childhood and Diana's legacy racked up millions of views within hours. Can you believe this? The public's attention has never been so focused, so fast, and so emotionally charged. Reactions were polarized. Supporters hailed William as the backbone of the monarchy, praising his composure under pressure. He didn't choose this moment, but he's showing us how a real king behaves, one viral post read. Fans admired the balance. He continues to strike between duty, family, and tradition, viewing him as a stabilizing force amid uncertainty. But not everyone was convinced. Critics questioned the timing, the palace's transparency, and the absence of direct comments from King Charles. Some argued that William was being used as a human shield, absorbing public scrutiny, while deeper structural and health issues remained unaddressed. Royal analysts like Emily Andrews noted that this wasn't merely a public relations maneuver. It represented a quiet but decisive shift in power. And it didn't stop there. The public debate spilled into forums, news comments, and late-night discussions. Polls suggested a temporary dip in confidence in the monarchy, particularly among younger audiences, who were both fascinated by William's proactive role and concerned about transparency. The palace's calculated statement may have reassured some, but for others, it only fueled questions about what remains behind closed doors. What do you think about this? Will the public continue to rally behind William, or will skepticism grow as the transition unfolds? Pause right here. Consider how much influence social perception might have on his next moves. Meanwhile, international observers weighed in, comparing William to other young leaders around the globe. He is being described not just as the heir, but as a symbol of a monarchy in transition, a man tasked with bridging centuries-old tradition with modern expectations. Every gesture, every public appearance, every carefully managed press interaction is under scrutiny, making his journey both visible and intensely personal. The truth is out, and the palace's silence has officially ended. Prince William's role is no longer a preparation, it is action. Every public appearance, every private briefing, every decision carries weight that extends far beyond the walls of Buckingham Palace. Can you believe this? The crown is on his shoulders in ways the world is only beginning to grasp. While King Charles III remains the official monarch, the reality is clear. William is stepping into a leadership role that may soon become permanent. Behind the scenes, aides are restructuring teams, adjusting communications, and quietly preparing for multiple scenarios, from a gradual transition to sudden emergencies. Each day, William must balance duty, family, and public perception, a challenge both historic and deeply personal. The emotional stakes are immense. He is a son watching his father's health limit public duties, a husband supporting his wife through IVE,